Hello everybody, Noble Demon Lord here. Welcome to Kerbal Space Program. Last time we landed Mani 1 on the moon. We actually got something on the moon. We may have forgotten a few important landing struts, but we still managed to get it there without losing any, anything really. We had too much fuel, which we jettisoned and, blew up. And we had no issues at landing. So we landed our craft there. We got some science out of it. And now I think we're going to either, well, we always need more things on the moon, right? We can get different things, different areas of the moon, like the Midlands, the Highlands. I'm not sure of the topography of the moon, really. But if, right now, I want to be able to make sure I can talk to any probes that I put on the moon, specifically on the far side of the moon. Which we lost contact over there, even though we have Ratatoskr 7 orbiting the moon. So, we're going to get Ratatoskr 14 going with a bigger relay, and we'll get it in between the moon and Minmus. And that's going to be our job this time. Okay, so we're going to just start anew, right? We're going to do with the Probodyne Octo, right? It's a good base to start with. First things first, right? We want our command control, fly-by-wire, get our inline reaction reels. We don't really have to put any payloads on board, but why not? It's never a bad thing to put science on board. But here I'm going to put our advanced electronics. So we've got a heavy battery that we can put on here. So that's what we're going to do, right? We're going to put a big heavy battery in the middle. And because we have this space, right, we'll put some science in there as well. So let's go ahead and science. Science is important. There we go. Put a science on there because that's what we do. We just do science. There's nothing wrong with science, and if we don't get anything out of it, whatever, right? It's not a huge deal. But we do have these big old comm satellites, right? These big satellite dishes. We're going to stick those on the edges. So it should be an interesting lift, right? So we'll have those, and we'll have our communitrons as well. But for electrical, we have new solar panels. Yes, please. So we got these big-ass solar panels that we can launch. We'll push outward, which we'll do there, actually. And we can get some just big, normal panels, right? So we have options. But we're going to do it this way. Get our... I don't want to put them there. They look stupid that way. Put 4 panels. Yeah, sure. That's okay. So we'll put 4 regular panels. We'll get those big panels, just in case. Right, so this will be... Ratatoskr 14. Let's just save that now. So we've got our main upper areas and our communitrons, right? So we need to be able to hide those as a payload. What's a better way to do it than to use a big old nose cone? Oh gosh, we don't need a nose cone this big. This looks totally goofy. Let's just try that one again. There we go. That's a little less goofy. That's still really goofy, but that's fine. We're just gonna use these massive tanks. We're gonna use the jumbo tanks to get in orbit. Use 3 of those bad guys. You know what isn't broke? Let's not make extra work for ourselves. Coupling, right? Let's get 4 of these guys. Forcing our way into orbit has worked every single time. Definitely every single time. Is there any way to mash those stripes up? Not really, huh? That's super annoying. But it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. Okay. Let's just drop this guy down again. Throw those engines on board. So we've got a ridiculous amount of thrust. We are perfectly set with thrust. I'm okay with some of these overlapping. They kind of look goofy. But that's okay with me. Totally cool with that. Coupling. Oops, structural. So, important things, right? So we've got our science, we've got our battery, we've got our solar panels, and we've got our relay. That's really all we need. Let's see what she can do. Okay, well, let's see what we can do here. Well, I did not put any structural supports throughout, so that's maybe not the most efficient thing I've ever done on the planet. Or off the planet, in this case. If this thing crashes, we'll just start again. That's fine. We have plenty of thrust to get in orbit, so I'm not terribly worried about it. Just might take a little extra time because we're... Well, just look at this thing. Goofy looking. But we'll get it there. We'll get it there. We're working on it. We're working on it. There's the moon over there. That's where Ratatoskr 7 is, as well as Mani 1. We'll get more Mani missions up there soon enough. But again, I want to get something out beyond the moon. That way we can actually have communications from behind the moon. So I gotta get one satellite, one Ratatoskr out, and then kind of at a, sort of like here, and then 180 degrees around, both going around at the same time. I wish I could do this smarter, but yes, going around at the same time, right? So that way, we can get as much coverage as possible. If we can do one every 90 degrees around the circle, right? Every quarter, like at noon, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, right? If we could just do that, and they can continue, that would be perfect coverage. I'm not going to do one at polar way out there. I don't think that is really necessary. I mean, could do it, I guess. But it's not super necessary at the moment. So let's just knock this guy over. And like that, hopefully, get into orbit. Make up as much kind of that a gravity assist turn as much as possible before we kind of lose our engines, or at least the big ones. Well, we're out of ammo at least. We've got a little bit of a wobble and a kind of a, oh yeah, okay, so she just wants to rotate. I'll just let her rotate. There's really no need to not let it rotate, I suppose. Die here in a second. Whoa. Okay. So, now let's get us out to where we need to be. So we need to accelerate, right? Just circularize, which is important. So first we'll circularize. And then, following the circularization, we'll circularize even further out, kind of out in this area here. So let's warp up to that area. It's a 30-second burn, so we'll T-minus 15 or 16. We'll start this burn. We have 4,500 meters per second worth of burn left, so that's more than enough. It's probably too much, honestly, but hey, you know what? I'd rather have overkill than underkill, you know what I'm saying? You can never have too much. Keep burning, burning, burning. I can kind of rotate things as required. And then we use another gravity assist turn to kind of get us out to where we need to go. I mean, I could probably do it here. Honestly, I have the gas for it. I could just force it, but I kind of want to see, you know, what we can do. Well, okay, we're here at the gravity assist already, essentially. Well, let's see. Let's just... not trying to set that as the target. Thank you. Okay, that's about halfway. So important thing, right, is our electric charge. So now I can just pop out these bad boys because we are in space. We have no more drag to worry about, or extraordinarily negligible drag. So yeah, let's go ahead and get out there. Let's go ahead and warp to our point. It's a 25-second burn, so we'll start burning it 17, 18 seconds. T-minus 17, 18. So we've got some good links with all the vessels out here. All the comm links. Just kidding. I just want the net path right now. And then just kind of demonstrate how this will work later on. So I'll show all the other paths once we actually get out to our target orbit. I don't have a target number we're looking for, but you know, we'll just see something. 25-second burn, right about there. Burn, baby, burn. But yeah, I need to make this burn before we get caught up by the Mun or, well, yeah, the Mun really is what I'm worried about, right? We don't want to intercept the Mun on our escape. And we'll have plenty of gas to actually do what we need to do. Cool, that's good enough for me. We'll add a maneuver. And we'll just circularize. 32 million, 36 million? Can we, like, change that at all? 32 million, 36 million, 34, 32, 34, 31. Okay, you know what? That's good enough for me. That's going to be a 7-second burn once we get way all the way out there in 5 days. Luckily for us, we have stupid amounts of gas. So, let's go ahead and get out there. And our batteries are great. Our signal strength is still great. Even when cut off by the moon, we're still good. There we go. We got 1 minute, 4 seconds until our burn. Boy, you can hardly even tell. You know, I'm just going to do it here. There's no reason to delay. We just accelerate, 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 and boom. Okay. So we do our net path, right? So cool. The moon has a kind of crappy link, but we have a good link with Minmus, right? So rather than Minmus going out to, well, okay, Minmus does go here, but we've got some not so great links, but we've got something at least. So let's go ahead and do our science out here, because why not? Conduct material study. Okay, that does literally nothing for us. So we're still high above Kerbin. I mean, it's not a bad thing to do this science out here. Yes, this does nothing. Okay, that's fine. So we didn't have to have that science out here, but now we have a relay. And Ratatoskr 14 is a success, so let's go ahead. We have time. Let's launch Ratatoskr 15 and try to get it on that kind of opposite trajectory from, not opposite, but on the 180 of the Ratatoskr 14. Let's go back to the Space Center. So, Ratatoskr 14, huge success. Huge success. But, how do we make that success even better? Let's just take away the Science Junior, because we don't need it. Boop. Even better. Actually, this can be reworked, right? Because we don't really need that ridiculousness anymore. Boop. There we go. It's a little... Okay, that's still ridiculous, but... and we want to update our structural, right? There we go. That's better. Boop. And... boop. And... good enough. Ratatoskr 15. Save that, right? Cool. The only thing we changed was we took the Science Junior out, and we added some structural supports. Let's launch. Okay, got a night mission. Let's launch. No, that should be here, but that's okay. So already we're lighter. We don't have the wobble anymore. Should be more efficient. I mean, again, we're gonna have a stupid amount of gas, right? We don't need all this fuel, but we're not paying for it, right? The Kerbin taxpayers, Kerbin taxpayers, those guys are the ones taking the fall for this Kerbal space program. So, you know what? Let them be the fall Kerbins, right? The fall guys. See what we got going on. Oh, look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. The strip of the galaxy. I don't know what the Kerbin galaxy is called, but on Earth, you can actually see the strip of the Milky Way, like the arm of the Milky Way here, if you look up in the night sky and you're not in like a city, right? If you have, even if you're on the outskirts of a city, you can kind of see it, right? It's just a band of brighter stars, but man, if you're in like the middle of nowhere, with no city lights, no light pollution, then yeah, you can really see this big strip of the galaxy. That's something that's always almost driven me to tears, really. Just how beautiful space is, right? All these stars and all these things. And the speed of light, you know, obviously, is a constant, right? So, like, a lot of these stars you're seeing into the past, millions or billions of years, and this glowing stardust and all these things that you're made out of. The Skewer star stuff, as I believe Neil deGrasse Tyson and Carl Sagan said. You know, you're made out of the hearts of stars, of exploding or dying stars, and the debris fields that surrounded them. And it's just so crazy that you're such a small part of such a cosmic dance, the scale of which we as people and the planet exist, right? It's just insane to me. It's so cool. It puts things into perspective, right? And you hear it from astronauts and cosmonauts all the time. They talk about how, you know, they go up to the space station or in a shuttle or in the Soyuz, and they see the Earth, and you know, they don't see the map, right, or colored borders. They just see humanity, really. And it's crazy to me. And yeah, like I'll go out there into the dark to look at celestial objects, like the Neowise comet back in 2020. That was amazing. I'll look at meteor showers whenever I get the chance to. Yeah, man, I just can't get over it. It's just so beautiful. Absolutely awe-inspiring. How the world and space and the cosmos works. But yeah, a little rambling, right? But still, absolutely mind-blowing to me. Here we are, almost out of the we are out of the atmosphere. Got that orbit music playing. Pop all that away. Okay, let's get into our circular eyes, our orbit. I don't know why I kept saying zero eyes. It's kind of silly of me. Let's get down there. Let's go up to the node. So, Ratatoskr 14, right, is way out here. So our goal, by the time Ratatoskr gets over here, we want to be in Ratatoskr's position. So that's going to be the goal as of meow. Okay, here we go. We got a minute to our 30-second burn. May as well just push over there. It's again another 15 or 16-second burn. Or, well, okay, I missed it, but that's fine. We're just here to circularize the orbit. It's not too bad. We got 4,300 meters per second to blast on forward. So let's see what we can see, which is, you know, most of space and things. While the engines are running, it actually charges our battery, We're on the dark side of the planet right now, which doesn't really help us at the moment. There we go. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get back here. Let's extend. Ooh, ugh. Sometimes my computer doesn't like to handle these things. But yeah, let's go ahead and extend these while we have the power to do so. Yeah, they can't see the sun right now, but that's okay. I'm gonna actually target Ratatoskr 14 just to kind of see where our closest approach will be. I kind of want our closest approach to be nowhere close, right? So that's all right. Let's see. I want to make this as close to kind of like a 180 as I can to at least start with. And we have the gas to spare to kind of do all this crap. That's almost 180. Keep going. Accelerate. Accelerate. Oh, whoa. Nikes. If we can get it on the same plane, that would be kind of cool, but not making any guarantees. Okay. That's not quite 180. It's almost there, though. Oh, it's so close. Alright, that's as close as that's going to get. That's a 27-second burn in 4 minutes. Let's just get up there. Alright, we could use this arrow, but that only gets us to within a minute and a half. You know. No need to waste anybody's time. Let's just get as close as we can. Alright. 27 seconds, right? At 13, T minus 13. Here we go. Let's burn. Then we can kind of zero-wise and kind of try to match this apoapsis and periapsis as best as we can, right? That way, when we match these things, we don't overtake the other satellite one way or the other. It could be hundreds of years, or thousands, or just decades, or 5, you know. Let's get all the way to 0. Boom. Okay. So I don't need to set this as a target anymore. Can I unset target? There we go. Ah. There we go. Now, just gonna... Whoa. What the heck? What the... What? Whoa. Oh man, it did not like that, huh? There we go. Let's just... Whoa. Match that as close as we can. That's about right, right? It's 33 million and 32. That's as close as I think we're gonna make it. So let's just head out into outer space. We're not going into interstellar space or intersolar space, right? We're still hanging out around Kerbin and Kerbin's gravity well. So we're doing what we can here, but we should have some good relays that, if we have to, we can move these around as time moves forward. So you know, I'm just gonna do this now. I can just do it now, right? We're close enough. We don't have to be so, gosh darn specific. Boom, just like that. Now we have. Oh, look at all those links. Look at that. Look at all those links. Cool. So that's not quite 180 degrees like I wanted. That's not bad. So let's go ahead and go to the tracking station and clean up all our debris. Actually, that's just debris on the launch pad, and when we launch, it'll just automatically get rid of itself. So, bully. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Noble Demon Lord here. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you want to see more like this. I very much appreciate you guys and all the time that you're given to watch these videos. And I'll see you guys next time.